What's going on, everybody? Ryan the Mighty Quinn here, the corner underscore MMA. A little bit early. Wow, what a great way to start the night with these prelims, huh? The Amanda Ribas comeback. She looked a little frustrated in that first round. Um, Two of the judges gave her the first round. I was interesting. And then this Duplessis Brunson fight looked like a little game. That's a tough game to play, playing that strong game early on against somebody like Duplessis, especially once you get back to the feet. He's so dangerous on the feet. So now we got the aforementioned Cody Garbrandt. As I said, I've been thinking about this fight all week, really, and against Trevin Jones. I know Trevin hasn't won. He lost his last three on a little bit of a skid. Cody's not doing well in his last six, having a little bit of a long layoff. But it's going to be interesting to see what happens here. I feel like somebody's going to sleep, to be honest with you. But the adjustments I spoke about prior, I think that you're going to need to winning that outside foot for both fighters, but I think that's a little bit more important for Trevin, being that he wants to keep it on the feet. He's going to want to cut off Cody, who I think is going to be looking for power shots and wrestling. And if you really think about it, power shots and takedowns, you want to be within that same range. You got to be in that mid range. You can't overextend yourself with either. So we'll see. Hopefully that when Cody's feet stops moving, his head starts moving, although he does have pretty good head movement as he showed in the past. Just go watch the Dominic Cruz fight. That is something that's still with Cody, even though his chin's been a little. But I hate saying that about fighters, though. It really hits a nerve. But really looking forward to it. Got a little lonely action. Big fight. The whole event. What else was good tonight? Oh, what was that other fight with all those low blows? That drives me crazy. I know those aren't intentional, but it's like, come on, clean it up a little bit. I know you're looking for that inside, and it happens. I've been on both sides of that in training. I don't think I've ever gotten a groin shot. Now I definitely have in a fight. Definitely got a little bit of a groin shot in a fight. Um, but like, come on, mix it up, man. I feel like everyone with Shevchenko, they're looking through this fight for her. They're showing her on the screen now, and it's like they're planning on her already winning this fight and losing to Erin Blanchfield. I just feel it's everything's let everyone hold our horses a minute there. Erin is on the rise. Erin really surprised me her last fight, that's for sure. Dylan, hey buddy, what's going on? I know you've been busy lately. How's the new house? I hope they show them. Oh no, they're not going to show them walk. It's the undercard. Are they in the cage already? Actually, I know a lot of people at this fight. I'm not talking about fighters and coaches. I'm talking about fans in the crowd. 12-5 versus 13-9 with one no contest. I remember when Cody here. They're showing the Dominic Cruz fight now. When Cody fought Dominic, I always felt that was like the most disciplined championship fight I had seen up until that point in the live era, so to speak, in the new era. Uh, since then, I think Rose Namajunas over Joanna Jędrzejczyk was a much better game plan, or better game plan fight. Not much better game plan. Just I love the way she went from plan A to plan B. Still waiting on the close 3 or so weeks. Already looking back at Splash Tile. Yep, it never ends with the house. Still, you'll see that. Um, Back to Rose real quick. Like she went from plan A, then adjusted to plan B, then brought it right back to plan A. She didn't deviate and go to plan C or just lose track all the time. But with Cody, it's like he showed a great game plan against Dominic, and it's like he just he went to the well with it too many times. Like he didn't diversify himself outside of that. I think that's been part of his issue. If he could just add like here, I was saying he was a standout wrestler in high school. I think he needs to go back to that here, add some level changes, get some takedowns. Trevin showed that he was a little suspect on that stuff prior. In his last fight he got ridden out. I think he even got submitted. His last few fights, he just doesn't he stays flat on his back. So from Cody, get that takedown, chew some clock. Let's check on my DraftKings real quick. I felt Duplessis was winning, but with my salary cap space, I did put Brunson in to my DraftKings because that's all I had space for. I'm in 618th place. Not bad. Yeah, Brunson didn't do too good. Let's get to this fight. What's everyone else looking forward to tonight? What are you thinking of the fight so far? I know that John Jones has had the 3-year layoff, but like I was saying earlier too, like if somebody like me came out of retirement where I haven't been training full time or at all really for that matter, I've just been doing jiu-jitsu and some boxing lately. Like that would show I would be weary about someone like me having ring rust. Cody's anger gets the best of him sometimes. Yeah. I hope that the time off he learns a little patience as well, Dylan. But like John Jones, his whatever his troubles were, why he was out, it didn't take him out of training. When we're suspended, we're never suspended from training. You guys got to remember that we're only suspended from competition. I've had medical suspensions for injuries, cuts, whatever, and you're suspended for 2 months, which you really don't fight in that time anyway. Usually, I only have had 2 situations where I fought within 2 months of each other, maybe 3. That doesn't keep you out of training. Stuff that keeps you out of training is like, Diego, you made it, bro. All right. I know you're busy today. Good stuff, man. Stuff that keeps you out of training is like injuries within training or bacterial infections, COVID nowadays. So it's not like John really would have missed a lot of training, so to speak. So I'm not really thinking the ring rust is going to be an issue against somebody who wrestled his whole life, no less. And the same thing with Cody's. And Cody's right. Like he's had some issues. That he did have some injuries, but he's had time to get back. And when you can, float yourself by, you will get by for sure. What is this commercial we got going on here now? We got dogs. That's cute. The dogs are getting along. Oh, it's an Amazon commercial. Of course it is. All right, Cody Garbrandt, former UFC bantamweight champion, tied third most knockdowns in UFC bantamweight history. That's cool. 10 wins by knockout. Okay, so he's a knockout artist. We know that. He's dropping people. He's dropping fools. As if we didn't know that already. I believe Cody is a 3-time state finalist in high school, in Ohio no less, which is a really tough place to wrestle. My senior year, they were second in the country to New York. They're always in the top 5, top 8. Trevin got 3 wins by knockout. He has a lot of finishes. I don't want to say he's someone who lives and dies by the sword, but since he's been in the UFC, it shows that he's finished or be finished. Cody's only 31. 31 to 32, 5'8", 5'7". Reach, significant reach to Trevin, 4.5 inches. That's a lot. Trevin he's a southpaw. He needs to keep that straight left hand and keep Cody at the end of it. Don't get greedy. If you get greedy on someone like Cody, he's going to get counteroffensive on you and hit you with some hooks from both sides. Some overhands, but he's more of a hook guy. I like to see Cody work that body too, and that's something else he should do instead of getting head hunting. Lower his level down. Let's go, Anthony. What's up, man? Get in there and go. Liver spleen does a lot of damage. It's tough to hit the spleen. Whenever Steve Bruno from American Top Team is cornering, you'll see a lot of his fighters hit the spleen punch. The man is an artist when it comes to carving that stuff out. I wish Cody would use his wrestling. I think he's going to, Diego. We'll see. We will see. I think he's going to. And I hope he does, sometimes in these aspects you see it after he gets rocked. If he gets rocked then tries to wrestle, that means he's desperate. And that I don't want to see that. I would rather see him try to wrestle. Like I said, move his head, work his feints, especially like against somebody who's a southpaw. Usually you don't do it as much because the jab isn't there, but it helps feints and level changes, gets the wrestling and sets up the wrestling well. Off center right hands to the single leg. Hopefully we'll see it. I'm hoping to. If he goes for the single leg with his head outside, that would be a high crotch or a pick. All right, and it looks like Trevin is focusing on winning that outside foot like I told you about in the opposite stance. Moving laterally to his right. Okay, little exchange there, nothing. Cody did take his head offline with the right hand. He's got a nice high guard. Body kicks. Body kicks are always there against the opposite stance for both guys. All right, Cody looks a little more calculative. I'm someone who's big on taking the center. It doesn't look like he's really worried about that too much. Ooh, a little low kick there, which is fine. It means he's not looking to bang with this guy. are not offering to bang with this guy. Really needs to keep his emotions in check. Yeah, I know everyone's worried about Cody's emotion. I understand, that's his MO, but I have a hunch, I guess. I feel like he's, the time off, maybe the losses, maybe he's had time to collect himself. You got to be disciplined against somebody like this. You have to be. Those inside calf kicks can get dangerous, though, especially against somebody who has 4.5-inch range difference on you, because it kind of opens you up. Okay, the fact that Cody's backing up so much, it doesn't really tell me that he's going to look for takedowns off the bat. If he stood his ground and was moving his head, some level changes, that would signal some wrestling for me. But the way he's there, it looks like he probably wants to punch with his opponent. Okay, he's still kind of just feeling things out, though. Jones has a nice straight stance. It looks like he's trying to gauge as well. He did show some stuff, but he hasn't landed anything. Now he's creeping forward. Body kick. Blocked. And now Cody's trying side foot. Trevin's not giving it to him. All right, there's the off-center right hand that I was talking about to look for. Not surprised he didn't follow it up, but he probably will next time. Now he'll see that it's there. I probably would have been hesitant as well with this fight. Early on, anyway. His jab moving forward. Right hand to the body. All right. Now, see, he's getting his range now. He's either getting his range for a left hook or a takedown. From my standpoint, I kind of feel like a left hook is coming after the right hand. Trevin looking a little more live in his stance, giving Cody something to think about so he doesn't prop forward. Taking the center. Trevin throwing straight left, didn't connect. Cody staying out of range for the most part. Trevin's trying to throw some front kicks, either try to time Cody coming in or just keep him away like that magnet I was talking about. When you get close enough and get far away. Trevin keeping the center. Keeping Cody on the Modelo. What time are you at? Am I behind? I hope I'm not behind. I am at 145 of the first round, Anthony. Both fighters in the center now. Let me fix this here. Cody just kind of extended his stance a little bit. Oh, now he dropped down for a right hand, but all right, he extended body. All right, so these lead straight kicks by I'm 10 seconds ahead. Oh, you're 10 seconds ahead. It might be the stream actually, Anthony. It might be the stream itself that usually is the case. So when you see how Trevin led with the lead high kick there, what that does is it keeps Cody in his guard up high. When the guard's up high, he can't load or throw punches. He's committed here, and he can't go for takedowns. So sometimes those lead left kicks are 15 seconds behind. Yeah, I think it might be the stream in general. But those lead head kicks are often for defensive purposes as much as they're offensive. Dominic Cruz touches on that a lot. Oh, big right hand. Hope you all pay for the stream. Cody getting a little loose, getting a little cute on the outside. I don't know. Who are you going to give that round to? I guess Cody showed more volume, but Trevin showed more ring dominance there. I guess. So remember, when it comes to scoring, it goes damage, dominance, duration. Damage wasn't showed in this. Dominance wasn't showed in this because one person was throwing volume, but he wasn't connecting. The other guy was prodding forward, but he wasn't throwing. So duration would be here. Who controlled the dance, so to speak? I'm happy I'm not a judge. I guess if I went that way, I would say Cody, because Cody won that round because he had Trevin stuck in the mud a couple times. Cody breakdancing. I hope not. He's got a lot more to worry about. I don't know. What do you guys think there? Oh, no, no more of that. No more of that, Mike. Sorry, Mike. That was the early subscription, the early fee. They got the Black Friday discount. All these guys on right now. Yeah. So if I'm Trevin, my adjustment is to open up a little bit more. Don't let him stick me in the mud. Lead with that front kick to the body. Try to keep him away. Just show the judges I'm scoring. Make Cody try to rush in. Don't be counteroffensive. I don't know why he would be counteroffensive though. See, there it is. There's the wrestling we were talking about. Pepsi, Michael. That was a sweet double leg. Nice turn the corner. Most definitive scoring thing we've seen in the fight so far. Went to the front headlock. I like front headlocks because this happened 20 seconds ago. I get it, guys. I like front headlocks because it slows things down for me, and also like slowed the opponent getting to his feet. It's still a dominant position. Crushing Pepsis like a gentleman. That's what's up. Yeah, if I drink too many Pepsis, though, my back is stiff in the morning. I got to be careful. But I definitely need that sugar rush to stay up till 1 or 2 o'clock in the morning with these friggin' fights. 2 title fights tonight. It's like a Yankees Red Sox game. It's going to go on forever. Cody takedown, love it. You said it, Diego. Sorry, I'm seeing these comments later too, guys. That's another just live stream thing. Slow down with the Pepsi Fuller. You're gonna wet the yeah. Who knows that reference that Michael Perry just said? There's another one. Open. The legs aren't okay. No hand lock. All right. First his legs weren't locked, then his hands weren't locked. So Cody needs the tripod here to defend this guillotine. He's got to be disciplined. Okay, pop the head out. That was a little dangerous though. That's a takedown, not a submission attempt. Oh, it's a submission attempt, but the takedown weighs more because the takedown initiated. If you're judging this, judges, I don't know who's judging this fight. I'm gonna look that up going forward when we do these. I'm gonna make sure I know who's judging because, like, what's his name? We know the tendencies. I can't think of his name. He judged in the Paddy Pimblett and Danny Sabatella fights that weekend. Crosby favors wrestling to the fullest. Tries telling everyone that he represents the everyman when he's defending himself. It's a blue collar sport as it is. The fighters are the everyman you need to represent. All right, so Trevin trying to get his feet on Cody's hips here, keeping distance, getting wrist control, which is good for both punching and trying to gain position. Keeping active on the bottom, which is really good, stopping Cody from scoring. All right, he tried to escape. He still escaped here. He's got to get his hip glued to the cage, but Cody's got a deep hook in. Cody's riding. Yep, slipped it out. Didn't get under the chin. All right, now when you're in a bad position like this, like Trevin is, you're going to have to take some punches to get out. You got to break an omelet. You got to break a couple legs to make an omelet, right? So he's doing the wrist control thing. He's going to have to use some strength to get him flat against the fence or flat on the ground, though, to get out of that back control. I'm very impressed too, Mike. Cody, I was hoping Cody was going to use his wrestling, his grappling in this fight, and so is Diego. See, this is what I'm talking about. Get that back and hips glued to the fence. This is good stuff. Nice little knee for your troubles by Cody. Cody, right hand of the body. What the right hand of the body does, everybody, is it puts your opponent on your heels for a minute. So it sets up left hooks and single legs in this aspect, double legs against the righty. And it scores. It shows the judges you're doing something. It's a pretty safe punch for the most part. Fight of the night? I don't know. That Amanda Ribas fight was really good. Oh, a takedown attempt by Trevin. He should try to pummel inside here and come to a single, extend the shorter fighter. He's not really shorter. That's silly of me. Try to extend Cody. Doing a little leg curl like that, it's not going to work against a good wrestler. He's got to change his level now and commit to one of the legs. He's not going to finish a double leg with the underhook in like that. Now 2 underhooks. Yeah, you can tell Trevin doesn't know how to wrestle that well. He's got two overhooks and he's trying to do a leg curl against the fence. He's been patient for sure in comparison. You said it. They still won't win fight of the... Oh, yeah, okay, Diego, I got you, homie. Yeah, actually, Trevin should just stick here. All right, well, round's over. Great fight so far. I got Cody up 2 rounds to none. Trevin was my underdog pick tonight. Good stuff by Cody. He's showing the patience he needed. He's showing the wrestling he needed. He's also being selective with his punches instead of just doing... I'm not an athletic person, so I wouldn't be doing the dancing anyway. I think he should shy away from that. I don't think he's going to do that in the 3rd round anyway. Don't take chances. We need a win here. I think that Trevin needs to open up more. He needs to show those front kicks, like I said, more left hands. And after the left hands, throw stuff behind it. He needs to start throwing 3-4 punches, kicks in a row to score. He did score. If you know, every time he threw 2 punches in a row, he scored with something. You got to score with something here. He hasn't really been scoring with the 1 punches, the straights. In all fairness, looking at records and strength of opponents, Cody should really not win, but should super dominant and really finish Trevin. I mean, at this point, I think that he's just playing it, which is really good for... Yeah, and Cody's faced a lot of tough dudes. Trevin's had some tough dudes the last few fights. I wonder if this is a loser leaves town match. No, it's not. Nobody's getting their Bellator papers. Actually, Trevin might if he loses. Oh, no headbutt. All right. But see, Trevin should have thrown a left hook there after that. You gotta win the exchanges at this point. All right, now, okay, so he had Cody up against the fence. You got to keep him there. You need to keep him there and score. Ooh, okay. Launching a leg kick. Give him a haircut. Launching the head kick. You got to score there. You can't let him. You got to let him paint himself into a corner. Now he's kind of chasing him down as opposed to trying to win that outside foot like he was earlier, Trevin. There's some feints, but you got to do stuff behind it now. You're down 2 rounds. You got to be a little bit more aggressive. Think of other stuff like, okay, I was just going to say the calf kicks. Just something to open up, but throw after. He needs to throw 2-3 punches in a row here as opposed to just the 1 and score because now we have to start doing damage. When did Cody start going bald? I don't know. He hasn't fought in a couple years. But I has started going. I'm on the Rogaine train myself. When we started taking Blue Chew. Trevin's been a rough run. 3 losses to... Yeah, you're right. And I think they're all finishes too, right? Maybe one was a decision. Yeah, see, Trevin... Okay, now Cody just bit the feint and Trevin didn't throw anything of it. These empty jabs aren't going to do anything, especially against somebody in an opposite stance. He sold the feint to Cody and he didn't throw anything behind it. He's got to lead with that left offline left hand to a right hook left or right hook body kick, something. He needs to show more urgency right now. He's not doing it. He's either scared of a takedown or a punch, I think. Yeah, Cody just threw a kick, score. See, Trevin, whenever he's got Cody against the fence, he needs to move laterally and throw a punch to keep him there. Like how Cody, all right, the way it is now, the way Cody's fighting, if I'm Trevin, I would start throwing straight lefts to the body for Cody. You got to stop him and put him somewhere and try to frame him to set up another power punch because whatever he's doing isn't working. Okay, there he almost went for it, but then he got ahead of himself and threw over his punches. Straight left to the body, right hook. Straight left to the body, right hook, body kick, something. He looks too hesitant. He doesn't want to open up. This is kind of a tough round to score, I guess. No one's really doing anything. I guess technically Trevin's winning this round because he's kind of controlling the dance, so to speak. All right, there's a big left hand, but then Cody just scooted it. If Trevin threw a right hook behind it, it would have kept his feet settled on top of it. Sometimes power punches settle your feet. I fear Cody has been too inactive this round. Round one. Yeah, Diego, I think that Trevin is winning this round, but I feel like Cody won the dance in the first round. But we'll see right here. Miss right hook. But then again, he only threw one. He's got to throw more than one, or he's got to punch with Cody. He's got to do something. He got headbutted, complaining to the ref. He's got to swim inside here. Trevin's got to open up. Cody is just going to try to win that cage control. All right, he switched them around. But Trevin has already showed that he can't wrestle with Cody here. I was wrong. I was wrong. That's what's being live. Front kick. Now it's interesting. Now things are interesting. All right. Cody needs to get up. He needs to get the butterfly guard here. So he got that because he was able to extend Cody, and that's how he took his hips out from under him. Nice up kick by Cody. Oh, good control to a punch by Trevin. Good control to a punch by Trevin. I think that little exchange and that takedown won him the round. Plus, I felt he was winning the round prior. We go 10 seconds left. Where you all at? I feel like I'm still a little behind you guys. I have Cody winning the fight. I wouldn't I wouldn't him and haw though. I don't see, like, I'm very critical of some of the judges. It's a hard job. This is a hard fight to call. Who do you guys got winning? I think that Cody won. I felt he showed duration in the first round, and I think that's what it comes down to. The last two rounds were pretty easier, much easier to score. You got one of those Bush Light. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, this fight came down to the first round, which I felt Cody showed duration. He did more. Who's that? Who's that West Tube 15? 2-1 Cody. I think it was 2-1 Cody, but see, here's the right to the body I was talking about. That was a sweet double leg. Nice lift. But remember, basically in MMA, it's what you do. I mean, granted, he won this round. Remember, with scoring in MMA, it's what you do with the takedown, what you do after the fact. There's no 2 points, right? But I felt he won. He did enough damage in that round. Yeah, West Tube. I think Cody. Let's see. I'm turning this volume up. Cody won. Yep. Good fight. Good fight. Cody shows improvement. Very good. Going to be interesting to see what happens with Trevin next. But all right, guys, it's 10 o'clock. We are on the main card. Thank you so much for joining. Appreciate the back and forth. Hope you like the analysis. We'll be doing this more going forward, particularly with the prelim cards. All right. Play around for you to do one. Yeah. I mean, I did that my whole career, Dylan. Unfortunately, it probably led to me not getting signed back, but it's all good. All right. Have a good one, guys. Enjoy. Be UFC 285.